Welcome to the Yoga for Runners HQ. My name is Bruce Chung, and today we are focusing on the chest and shoulders, an area that for a lot of people, runners included, can be a little bit tighter. Now, when the pectorals are tight, they pull the arms in, bringing the arms into internal rotation. When the arms internally rotate, they almost cause the arms to swing in front of the body whilst running rather than by the sides. And then when the arms are swinging in front instead of the sides, they are required to, more energy is exerted in order to stabilize. But the more we open up and are able to freely have the arms beside you, the greater we can utilize our energy for our performance. Another reason why it's important to have a very open chest, let's say, is it allows for greater breathing in the lungs. So why don't we begin? Okay, and we're going to start in a tabletop pose. In this tabletop pose, I'd in fact like you to walk your feet closer towards the back of the mat, hips directly over the knees, and with our arms, we're walking our hands forward. Look at your hands, keep them as wide as down dog, keep them shoulder distance, and begin to lower down onto your forehead, onto the chin. You can also have the head suspended. And then just make sure that your forearms are lifted, so pushing firmly through the hands so the elbows are straight. Really feeling that as you exhale, the breastbone is able to soften towards the floor. Now press firmly through your hands, lift the belly button, and slowly take your head and chest up. Slide your hands closer towards your body so the wrists are underneath the shoulders. And as you exhale, round your back like cat. Inhale, start to curl the chest, find that arch of the back. As you exhale, let the toes touch and open your knees, find child's pose. Inhale, come back to tabletop. And then on the next inhalation, we'll stretch our right leg back. And in fact, we can find that slight arch of our back, look forward, arms are straight. Now exhale, bend your right leg. Come onto your left fingertips. And then take the left arm behind you and see if you can hold the inside of your right foot. If you're unable to hold the foot, you can use your towel or strap around the foot itself. Then you're resisting the hand. You're pressing the top of the foot or the ankle against the hand to open the chest, but keep the center of the heart forward. See if you can lift the inner right thigh higher. Release to the left hand onto the floor and take your right thigh forward into the chest, round your back. Look ahead of you, and then lean a little bit to the left, take your right hand on the ankle, and step the foot all the way forward. So when I say forward, notice how it's beyond my left fingertips. Come up onto the hands, lift the chest. And then as we inhale, stretch the arms all the way up and over the head. Now turn your palms to face forward. Bend your elbows like cactus arms, elbows around the height of the shoulders. Now start to rotate the shoulders so the elbows point forward and the fingertips point back. Pull the navel in and squeeze the shoulder blades, widening the heart even more. And then lower your hands down onto the floor. Let's step back to plank, right foot back. Okay, hold the plank pose. Allow the spine to neutralize, lift the belly. And lower down onto the knees. Wrists underneath the shoulders. Okay. Inhale, look forward, stretch the left leg back and up. The leg is straight. Bend your left knee and come up onto the right fingertips. So here, by bringing the heel closer to the buttock, we activate the hamstrings. With your balance, start to reach your right arm back and grab the inside of the left foot. Right away, notice the opening across the right side of the heart. Make sure you're not spiraling towards the left, but instead lifting the inner left thigh away from the ground. And then release your right hand onto the floor. Take your left thigh forward in towards the chest so the spine rounds. Go ahead and lean onto your right hand, and with your left hand holding the ankle, assist in stepping the left foot forward. Again, stepping a little bit more forward, the heel beyond the line of the right fingertips. And then Anjaneyasana, stretch the arms up and over your head. Remember, pull the abdomen in, tilting of the pelvis, and then turn your palms to face forward. Bend your elbows into those cactus arms. Rotate through the shoulders so the elbows point forward, the fingertips point back, and already noticing more space across the heart. Look up, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then bring your hands down on towards the floor. Left foot back, high plank. Good, breathe in here. Breathe in here, excuse me, and then downward dog, exhale. Okay, lift your head and look forward. Step your right foot forward. Step your left foot forward. Have your feet around hip width apart. Soft bend in the knees, push the buttocks back and look up. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Okay, again, breathe in, find length. Find length as you lift halfway. Stretch your arms behind your back and interlock the fingers. Guys, I want you to do your best to squeeze the heel of the palms together and then exhale, lower the head and reach the arms away from the back. Now it's very subtle, but think of pinning the fronts of the shoulders away from the thighs. See how much you can bring the inner shoulder blades closer towards the spine. As your feet push into the floor, lift the groins. As you exhale, move your thumbs away from the sacrum. Now we're going to stand up. As you push through the feet, reach your arms all the way up over your head. Inhale. Exhale, once again, find those cactus arms. Rotate the shoulders, elbows point towards the front, fingertips towards the back, and start to squeeze the shoulder blades together more tightly. And then as you exhale, bring hands together in prayer and find more of a neutral spine. Stand tall. Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, we'll lower our arms beside us. Inhale, circle the arms over the head, breathe in. The chest is wide here. Exhale, fold. Inhale to look up. Exhale, step back to plank. Lower onto the knees, find a little bit of arch in your back like cow pose. Inhale. Exhale, bend your arms and lower the chest down in between the thumbs. We're going to lie down flat. I'm going to move the props aside. And then we're going to continue, guys, by having our left arm out towards the side. Look at your arm and think of it being 90 degrees with your torso. Right hand is on the floor. And then start to roll on to the left side of your body. Notice my right leg bends. I press the sole of the foot into the floor to lift the side of my pelvis and then bringing the front of my hips more towards the right side. I relax my head down. Okay? So if this is too tense for the side of the neck, you can place one of your blocks or the towel underneath the side of the head. And closing the eyes here. Your right hand can stay in front of the chest. You can let it rest behind your lower back or possibly reach it towards the left hand. Take your right hand back onto the mat. Very slowly release the front of your body onto the ground. Be very mindful here. That was quite an intense stretch for the pec. I'm going to place the right ear on the mat. Right arm beside me, left arm beside me. Long exhalation. Okay, chin forward. Take the right arm out to the side. Again, glance at the arm. Make sure that it is 90 degrees to the spine. Then with your left hand on the floor, press into the hand so as to roll onto the right side of the body. I like to bend the top leg so the foot goes flat. And from that rooting of the left sole, being able to lift the side of the pelvis and move it slightly forward. Relax completely the side of your head. Remember that the left hand can stay down on the mat. You can let it rest behind your sacrum. Some of you may even be able to bring your hand towards the right. Making sure that for the most part your arm is still in line, 90 degrees with the spine. And then to whatever intensity that you're experiencing this posture, breathe into the space in front of the right side of the chest. Breathe into the space that connects the chest with the outside of the right shoulder. Maybe closing the eyes if you find this quite intense. Let this be a meditative experience. Last breath. And then slowly releasing the body so the front of it is touching down on your mat. And once you're there, left arm beside you, right arm beside you, and this time placing the left ear on the mat. And taking a full breath in and a full breath out. Place your hands on either side of the chest. Gently press your body up. Go back to tabletop pose with your feet close to the back of your mat. This should already be there. And then just like we started, Anahatasana or heart opening pose, puppy pose, hips above the knees, but extend your arms out in front of you, making sure the hands are shoulder distance apart. Return to this pose, lowering onto the chin or the forehead, and noticing if this feels any different than when we first entered. Keep pressing through the hands, completely straighten the arms. Imagine that you're further hollowing the armpits. And keep the navel pulling in. So core is active, and then walk your hands all the way back towards the legs, and then join the toes as you open the knees wide. Come into Balasana or Child's Pose. I would recommend staying here for a few more breaths. If you have the time, even lying on your back for 1 to 2 minutes in corpse pose. Thanks, guys, for joining us in this practice. Namaste.